Hi guys, Virginia here, and I'm back with another 12 by 12 process video for you today, and this one's for the SpiegelMom Scraps design team. And yeah, so I started off with these photos. They're from my daughter's birthday party, but we are in the process of moving and I misplaced them, so I've kind of, in the end, I end up replacing it with another photo. I will go ahead and reprint them and do another layout with them, but yeah. So I wanted to do something, of course, with the Hexaglam sequin mix. I am totally obsessed with these gold sequins. And I wanted to do a bit of stitching, and I got some new Distress oxide sprays in rainbow colours, and I felt like going rainbow as well, so that's where I'm going. I've grabbed this cut file. It's from the Confessions of a Paper Edit cut file shop, and I decided to go for like a rainbow sun ray type thing. So I've grabbed that cut file, and then I've grabbed this rainbow burst pattern paper from the Paige Evans Horizon collection, and basically trimmed it down into all of its different colour sections. I've trimmed a little bit off, you can see to the right there is little extra strips, and I've just kind of placing it back onto the page so that there is a little bit of a gap of white in between each of them, and then I've placed it on the white cardstock so that it's on a bit of an angle, if that makes sense, so that the centre of that circle, you can see I'm placing it on there, the centre of that circle of that cut file fits where those points of all the pattern papers meet, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to go and lightly adhere them all down so that I can make sure I get them in place, and you can see I've kind of sucked them down. I didn't quite get them right, so I'm just making sure they're all set down, making sure I like it. Just want to block off the excess, just shuffling things around a bit, trying to get it to look right, make sure that everything's lined up. And quite happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the rest of these pattern paper pieces down to make sure that they don't go anywhere on the page. And I brought back in my cut file, and I decided that I didn't want the outer frame portion, so I'm just cutting it off. It's super easy to do, and then this is just going to make that cut file go right to the edge of the page. Okay, so I've finished that off. I'm going to trim off the excess pattern paper that's hanging over the sides. And I've pulled out my Distress oxides, making sure I've got enough colours to kind of fit, and now I'm just going to go crazy with them. I'm going to splatter them everywhere, and at first I go through, I'm a little bit apprehensive about what it's going to turn out like, so I'm just doing a really light touch, some few little finer type splatters, and I'm going through all the colours that I've got and just going tone on tone fashion around the page. So I'm going for the purples now, sprinkling it all around the same section, and here we go, we skipped two, I'm done, and I decided to go another round and go super heavy handed, so you can see me kind of dipping it in the bottle and doing some really big blobs, because I actually really like the way that it moved and bled when it hit the edges of the pattern paper cardstock. You can see there's some really dark splotches of colour, so I went kind of the whole hog and just made it really messy and bright and colourful and splattery, and yeah. So yeah, I really love these new oxides in the bottle. I'm just coming in with some gold liquid acrylic ink and splattering that all over the entire page, and there we go, it's all nice and dry and pretty and rainbow. And I'm going to bring back in my cut file, and I'm just going to glue that down super quickly. So just a little bit of glue around that circular portion. So I'm going to do a whole lot of stitching, so I don't want to use tape for this, otherwise it's going to be quite hard to get the thread through. So I've glued all of them down. Now I've brought in my little piercing mat, and I've just got a little pokey tool, and I'm just going around and evenly spacing some little piercing holes, and you can see that I've pierced all through those white cut file rays, and I have pierced around that circular portion as well. But what I'm going to do is I've got some variegated embroidery thread here, and I'm doing all 6 strands. I want it to be really nice and chunky and thick and give a lot of texture to the layout, and I'm going to go through each of those white strands on the cut file with a similar coloured thread. So here I am just doing the pink through that pink section on the cut file, and I'm just doing a quick chain link stitch. It didn't really take long. I set this cut file, or this layout, aside for me to do while we're moving. We've been moving house kind of over the last month. I know it seems like a super long process, but it is. We're moving completely out of town, so I thought that the stitching layout would take me a really long time and should keep me occupied over that period. It really didn't take me long at all. I think I sat down and I finished it in one night, so I was a little bit bummed. I had nothing to do, but there we go, it's all done. What I did with the gold threads, they are the gold glittery flat sequins, and I've just pierced holes for them, and I've stitched them with just white normal sewing machine thread and overlapped them on top of each other in a few strands coming from the center of their sun as well. So that's what I've done with them. That brings in a bunch of pretty gold rays onto the page. So here I am, I'm back. I'm in the new place. We're at my parents' house. This is where we're living until we get ourselves sorted with a new house and stuff. So I've got a completely new desk. Yeah, so I am just backing that photo. The photo is now of a horse. It's I came across, I used to go walking quite a bit, not on the farm we just moved from, but the farm prior to that, the one that we were on for a very long time. I used to go walking, and I went one day down one road, and there were about 5 or 6 horses in one of the paddocks, and they were so friendly. They came up to the fence, they let me pet them, I picked some grass, they ate the grass, they were just lovely. So it turned out the next few days I kept going down there, walking down that road just to say hi to them, and they're just beautiful creatures. So I've got a few photos of them to scrap, so this is one of them. And I thought that that would go good, kind of, I guess, with the collection that I was using as well, the Horizon collection. So it's kind of a little bit more suited for this layout. Okay, I'm not sure where I want to go though. After that sun and all the stitching of the sequins, I didn't really have a plan. So it takes me a little while to get something going. I do want something in the center of that sun cut file though. It looks a tad messy where all of those pattern papers meet up, so if I can have something kind of covering just the center of that bit, it'll make me happy. So you can see I continually pop circular bits in there, but it looks a bit funny. I do find something eventually. I'm just going through the die cuts. I pulled out a frame, a little stamp with a bike on it, because I often would take bike rides as well instead of biking down these roads, so it's a good way to get them in. Some florals, of course. And I'm just going to find something for my title now. These puffy stickers are great, have been great for helping me form titles. So I found this pink one. It says Discover, which is really nice. It kind of really goes with the story. And another pink one that says New Roads. So I'm going to tuck that under the word Discover, and that's going to be my title, Discover New Roads, which it kind of was. It wasn't a new road, it was just that the horses were put in that paddock and they're not normally there. So but yeah, I thought it kind of went with it. I'm going to pull off some of those hearts from that same sticker set and just kind of scatter them around, not too many, and just kind of continuing with the tone on tone. I don't want to kind of take away from anything that I have done. I really want those gold sequins to really shine on the page, and I don't want to cover up all the hard work that I've done with that stitching and the distress oxides and all the colour and stuff. So I'm being super mindful about what I put on the page about now. Okay, going through the chipboard stickers, I did find that circular piece and I popped it there. I thought that that may just have to do. I do end up taking it off because I find a flat sticker a little bit later on. I've just pulled this green flower label off, which I've cut in half, and I'm just going to pop down to the left of the photo just for a pop of colour, just to help that photo stand off. And then I find a globe, and I think that kind of fits much more better up there. I can tuck it under that flower slightly, but the top of it covers that point where those pattern papers meet, and that's the bit that was bugging me. So hooray, I've solved the problem. Okay, some little hearts. I do go through and pop a whole lot on. I thought I had cut this out, clearly I hadn't, so I popped them all on the layout, and I decided I don't like them, so they all come back off. I really don't want to take away from what's going on, so yeah. not sure what I'm doing here, a little bit distracted. Pop them all back on the acetate sheet. Pop it back in the packet. And I want to add to my title, so I'm going to pop in the word let's, and I'm just checking to see whether I've got all the right colours, which luckily I had a second pack of these thickers for that peachy colour. It's more of a coral colour, isn't it? So that's going to finish off my title. Let's discover new roads. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Finding my glue, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue everything down. Pop in glue behind those puffy stickers as well. And I'm going to start with my photo cluster and kind of start with my base pieces and then work my way up. Okay, there we go, skip 2. I didn't make you watch it all. It's a pretty simple process. I am going to add, I wanted more sequins, but I didn't want a whole lot of gold, because if I felt like if I scattered gold around, they would take away from all the ones that I'd stitched on. So I've chosen white from one of the sequin mixes. You'll find white in a lot of them, but they were great. I thought they would be a great contrast on all of that colour, and they worked out beautifully. So I'm scattering them all around just the coloured sections of that pattern paper that's on the background, and they're a beautiful addition, I think, and don't take away from any of the other work that I've done with those other ones or with the stitching. So they're just nice little pops of interest amongst all of that colour. So just glued them down super quickly, and then I think that's pretty much it for my layout. So I hope you enjoyed the process. Don't forget to use the code Virginia15 in the SpiegelMom Scrap shop to get 15% off your next purchase. So until next time, bye guys.